So this is a run through and an explanation of our process for our projects for both mobile applications and websites. It's more or less the same process for both. So I'm going to start with kind of the run through as far as how we lay out contracts and how we do our timelines and deliveries. So first, we're going to establish the scope of work. In other words, we're going to determine all of the feature sets that our client wants to utilize, all of the different kind of sub-features, everything that is potentially going to need to be coded or built in, whether it's direct features or third-party integration like connecting to Facebook or connecting to Google Maps or whatever. So we try to define this as specifically as possible, although it won't actually look like anything until we put it in the wireframe phase. So there's still a little bit of interpretation here, but we basically are saying this is what the project will do. This is what the mobile app will do. For instance, this one is a social media platform where users can create accounts and search for friends, use Facebook and Twitter, and then post videos in 30 seconds in duration and interact with them, etc. I'll send this to you and you can and look at it. So there is a 3-step process which I will cover in a little bit, and each of those has some time related to it. So the first step after we actually figure out the scope is the wireframes, which usually takes about 2 to 4 weeks, and that's basically, I'll show you an example of that now. So these are wireframes. Basically, they're blueprints of the mobile application. This is the same project wavelength with an extra I. So we basically create the entire architecture on the front end of what the mobile app is going to look like and how it flows, and we basically design out every single function and feature and every single user scenario and case. This is one of the areas where we're really good at, because coding is easy. It's actually the problem solving and creating an app that has the best optimal user experience and user engagement, and also specifically showcases kind of the value proposition of what the app does and not get distracted by a bunch of different peripheral features. So you can just see, like, this is the whole login process, right, for creating an account, and this is the actual functional video process. So this is kind of like the profile of the timeline on Facebook, and then this is kind of like the Instagram format of recording videos and editing the videos, creating, selecting thumbnails and posting to social media, etc. And so then you also have your news feed and how it interacts socially. If you click on likes, it'll take you to the number of people that liked it and comments, etc. You can find different people. You can basically search for people through Facebook or Twitter or your contact list. You can view someone's profile and you can interact with their profile dynamically like this. You can go into settings and change this information, etc. So it's pretty straightforward. And you can see that the arrows represent the flow, and then we have yellow notes detailing every single little functionality. So I think it's pretty straightforward. And again, this is one of the areas where we really bring a lot of value as a company because of our expertise and our experience with this. A lot of companies will build an application or a website, but they won't think it through very well. And so we actually put a lot of our emphasis on this stage. Number one, again, to optimize kind of the featureability and the functionality and the relevance of the application and website, but also because it makes it a lot easier to develop once we have everything figured out. A lot of companies will actually kind of do it as they go along and figure features out. That is a complete waste of time, and it's a complete waste of money. So rather than just kind of doing it that way, we want to figure everything out on the front end so that when we do reach designs and development, we have a razor sharp, crystal clear focus of how to move forward. So hopefully that should explain that to you enough. So once we finish the wireframes we have designed, which again takes anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks. So basically what we're going to do within designs is we're going to take every single one of these screens on wireframes and we're actually going to put it to life. through designs, right? So this is our onboarding screen. This is what this screen looks like. Screen number 5, etc. This is creating new videos, posting them, social functions, etc. Right? So again, we just design all the screens out. We make them look really beautiful. We put a lot of emphasis on getting the client's preference as far as kind of design aesthetic and direction and feel. Yeah, and so again, that takes about 2 to 4 weeks. And then finally, we have our development. Our development takes the most time just because it's the most grunt work. But the good thing is that now that we have wireframes and designs, we have, again, a very clear objective moving forward, and there isn't any more guesswork. It's just a matter of actually getting it done. And then after we finish kind of development, then we go take it through a rigorous testing phase where we just we try to break every single feature, and we try to look for as many bugs as we possibly can. Yeah, and then we publish to Google Play, App Store, or to a web server. So yeah, we have also a 90-day kind of customer service period where we will fix any bugs for free. We won't add features, but we'll fix bugs for 90 days. After 90 days, then it requires some payment in order to fix some stuff, because if it's not found within 90 days and someone was being lazy, so we're giving a free 3-month service agreement after we finish the project. For payments, we break them typically into 4 different payments through the different project cycle. So this project was $24,000. It actually ended up being a lot more than this, but $24,000. So what we did was we said $6,000 when we start, $6,000 when we finish the wireframe, $6,000 when we finish the designs, and then $6,000 when we finish the project. So that way it helps clients out with cash flow, so they don't have to pay up front. If they do pay up front, we have done that before, where they do the entire amount before. We do usually give them a discount. Some are probably in the range of like 20% of a discount, if they can actually come up with all the cash up front. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's an example of a contract kind of payment, and then just our process. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's another layer of kind of what we offer, which is called a backend or a mobile or web server. Basically, let me show you an example of that for a website we're about to finish. Prophetic Creations is a website that a couple in Redding, California is building. It's basically a e-commerce site for artwork, for artists to sell their different artwork. My internet speed's not the highest right now, so it's kind of taking some time to load. Anyway, you have artists who upload their artwork, etc., and then you can purchase it, etc. So what we have done is we've created a custom backend. And what a backend is let's see, basically kind of a portal that's not for the user base. Hold on, I need to find the password. Alright, so you log in with your credentials. So again, this is not for the users, this is for the master admin. And so basically you can control elements of the website that a user can't see. For instance, there's applications to become artists, and you can view their applications and then deny them or accept them. Deny them or accept them, and then there's different promotion things, and then you can control payments and pricing and some of the content on your website and the site settings, etc. So that is another level of what we can build in, both for mobile applications and websites. To do a project that requires a sophisticated backend is obviously going to be more expensive. Think probably add about 30 to 40% on top of what it would just take to do a website to do also a back end as well. So anyway, that's pretty much all I can think of as far as kind of our process. If you have any specific questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me some emails and let me know, and I would be happy to kind of explain anything that is unclear or you just want more clarity on. All right, thanks.